Hi UTC, Emu here once again for our video series on burnout. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to continue our discussion today on another aspect of managing burnout. This is just as important as what we talked about in our last video. Just to recap, our last video was about reconnecting with your values and your purpose as a part of mitigating burnout in your life. And I hope that that's been helpful to you if you've implemented some of that work already. If you haven't, I'd encourage you to go back and start there and give that a try. In this video today, I want to talk to you about something equally as important. But I want to do that a little differently today, and I hope that you will take the plunge and go with me on this. But rather than tell you what I'm going to talk about today, I just want you to experience it up front, and then at the end I'll explain what we did together and what the point was. So just go with me on this. But what I'd like for you to do is take a second to reflect on how you've been feeling about the work that you've been doing over the last few months, maybe something very recent, maybe something this week. And I want you to feel out or identify any feelings of guilt that you might be harboring over some of the work that you've been doing. Maybe you haven't been super content or proud of the work that you've been doing. Maybe your lectures, your Zoom sessions with students aren't going as well as they have in the past, and you've been critical of yourself for these things. I want you to reflect for a second on what that feeling is like, if there's anything specific that comes up for you. And I even want you to pay attention to, as you recall whatever it is that is bringing up any feelings of guilt or criticism for you, pay attention to what that feels like in your body. Maybe it brings up a tightness in your chest, or your shoulders feel heavy. Maybe you can feel the muscles in your face just sort of tense up as you remember, that project was not great, or I missed that deadline and I'm behind on this task. Whatever it is that's keeping you bogged down with guilt, just pinpoint that and just notice what that is bringing up for you physically as well as emotionally. Once you've been able to identify that and you know what you're carrying with you, I'd invite you to do what I'm doing, or to just watch if you're more comfortable with just seeing what I'm going to do. But if you are comfortable to follow along, I encourage it. All we're doing is repeating the phrases that I'm saying and taking a deep breath in between each phrase. And I like to hold my hands across my chest very lightly to help me sort of just tune into how I'm doing physically, and just to help me feel really engaged with what I'm doing and saying. So follow along with me and repeat after me, either out loud or in your thoughts. I'm doing the best that I can during these stressful times. And take one deep breath. I can feel good about what I have accomplished today. I give myself permission to let go of any guilt concerning my work. Let's do that one more time. I'm doing the best that I can during these stressful times. I can feel good about what I have accomplished today. I give myself permission to let go of any guilt concerning my work. I'd like for you to tune in to how you're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally after that brief exercise. Maybe you're feeling a little bit more relaxed. Maybe you're feeling a little bit um, even sleepy or tired. That's actually okay and quite normal with this type of exercise. Um, all in all, this exercise is about allowing yourself to let go of that guilt that keeps you from moving on to the next thing on your to-do list. Guilt keeps us trapped, thinking and kind of just wallowing in how we're not really happy with what we did previously or in that last task or on that last project or whatever it is that is holding you back. And so this exercise is just about giving yourself permission to let go, to move forward, and to keep things in perspective, in a healthy perspective of we're all doing the best we can. These are not ideal times for anybody, but we keep moving forward together. And so I hope that this exercise adds some value or adds some relief to you in your everyday. I'd encourage you to try this on a daily basis, especially as you begin your day and as you end your workday, as well as kind of maybe even just a ritual sort of wrapping up of your day, so that you can transition into whatever it is, your relaxation and your rest in the evening. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this was helpful, and stick around for some more videos on burnout.